spending loads on a super expensive fragrance, I'm able to switch up my style and just be creative with my fragrances, and I love it. You can discover new fragrances by taking a simple quiz on Scentbird based on your preferences, previous purchases, and quiz answers. Will help you find the perfect fragrance that you will love. Scentbird carries Prada, Gucci, Versace, and niche brands like Skylar, Heretic, and Confessions of a Rebel. Scentbird, reimagining everything about how people discover, shop for, purchase, and even experience fragrances. Fragrance is a powerful thing because it gives you the ability to express yourself in a whole new way. Make sure to use my code Saraity2 for 55% off, which is just a little over $7 for your first month of Scentbird. Scentbird is available in the USA and Canada as well. Guys, let's talk about the scents. All of these scents are intoxicating, as I know I tell you this every single time, but these are my favorite as of yet. Like, they're crazy good. Crazy good. They will make you crazy and everybody else around you. Okay, so the first one here is Confessions of a Rebel. This is Bite Me. Look at the bottle. Love it. Now this scent is Jose. Okay. This is such an edible scent. And let me read off the notes, okay? We have strawberry, red apple, vanilla orchid, jasmine, and golden rum. This for sure is a gourmand scent. You are going to smell that juicy strawberry, but it is a strawberry done right. It doesn't smell artificial, which I love. The floral notes definitely give it a unique allure, and then that rum just rounds it all together. This is spicy. This is good. Next up, we have Rebecca Minkoff's signature scent. This is definitely woody, sensual, and cozy. The notes are bergamot, tobacco accord, jasmine absolute, caramel and patchouli essence. This just smells like a hug in a bottle. What I like about this scent is I can wear this during the summer and still feel like I'm wearing my coziest sweater without feeling like I'm suffocating. Next up, we have Juice 100% Chilled. This one is quite interesting. This smells fluffy and creamy. It has a milkiness to it. Again, another cozy scent, and it's also quite fruity at the same time. All of the notes say hello. This is a perfectly blended fragrance, which I love. And the notes are red berries, bergamot, orange blossom, coconut water, and cashmere wood. We have a little bit of that tropical essence with the coconut, but it's not overly tropical. Again, perfectly blended. 10 out of 10. Thanks again, Scentbird, for sponsoring this video. Check the links down below. Hello, and welcome to the 2D Makeup Salon. It is my pleasure to have you here, and in fact, you are my first client. So thank you so much. What is 2D makeup? Well, I will show you. So here is a 2D replica of a moisturizer, and this, in fact, is a 2D product that is usable. It works exactly the same as the real deal. So we save on product, we save on packaging. Exactly. Are you excited to try out the process? I assure you it is super relaxing. Okay. So what exactly are you looking for? Okay. You want to find the perfect everyday makeup routine. Is this something that you will be doing every day for work? Okay. So you want this to be easy steps, Easy to manage? Okay. And do you wear makeup every day? Do you experiment with certain techniques, styles? Okay, what would you say or describe your perfect look? Okay, and what are the colors that you enjoy? What do you gravitate towards? Okay. Great. And in terms of your styles, in terms of like wardrobe, how would you describe that? Okay. I have a pretty good picture of what you would like, especially for an everyday look. And how would you describe your skin? Can I take a look? Okay. Okay. Great. Combination skin. Okay. Well, you have beautiful skin, I will say that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure what I'm going to be using on you today. Okay, so I have several items here already. We won't use all of them, of course, just the ones that I think will suit you best. Yeah? And I don't want to overwhelm you, of course, so. But I will go through all of the steps, okay? So first and foremost, I do like prepping the skin, okay? And before you apply makeup, I do suggest having a simple skincare routine. Today I'm just going to be using that moisturizer that I showed you. And I think that this is going to be perfect because you do have combination skin and this is more of a gel-like consistency. So it's not going to be too heavy. It is going to work very similar to a primer. Do you know what a primer is? Okay, it's the step before foundation. It helps to lock in the foundation. It helps to also form a barrier so your skin isn't going to be cakey. It's going to have the proper hydration. Exactly. Yes, and you'll have a better application overall. So I'm going to go ahead and start off by applying this moisturizer. So let's just go ahead and open up the moisturizer here. Just getting off the lid. Excellent. I'm just going to grab a little dollop. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost. Okay. It is a water gel formula. Let me just grab a dollop. And I'm just going to go ahead, mix it in between my fingers. I don't want it too cold. Okay, here we go. And I'm just going to start at the top here. Okay. Just relax, darling. Just relax. It feels like the real deal. Because it is. It's all part of that 2D technology. I can't give away all of my secrets, but I promise you, you're getting the best of the best, okay? Great. Yes, it's also quite cooling. It's very lightweight. It gives a nice glow as well. So I'm just going to let that sink in and set a little bit. Okay? let's figure out what step we want to do next. We can, start with your foundation and work on your face and complexion, or we can go ahead into the eyes first. Okay, so we will start with the eyes. I do want to go ahead and just gently comb up your brows a little bit with the spoolie. Yes, our tools are also duty. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and just brushing up your left brow here. Okay. Brushing up your right brow here. Yes, it is grabbing at your hairs. Again, these tools work just as good as the original. Okay. And I'm just going to go ahead and take this tweezer in. Just going to go ahead and use this tweezer, and I'm just going to pluck ever so gently. Just pluck, 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 pluck. Just plucking some strays, okay? Pluck, 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 pluck. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Okay. And right here, pluck, pluck, pluck. And right here, pluck, pluck. Okay. And on this side, pluck, 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 pluck. Pluck, 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 pluck. How's that? Okay. Pluck, 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 pluck. Okay. Now let me go ahead and just use my spoolie yet again, just to ensure I got all of your strays here. That's it. That is it. So I'm going to go ahead and use this palette today. This here is the Pat McGrath Mothership palette. Okay. The colors are stunning, and I do find that they are perfect for every day. Let's take a look. Okay. So the reason why I chose this particular palette is because of the neutral selection. We have some golds, some champagnes, some bronzy shades. We also have some neutral mattes in the mix. We even have this color here to really deepen up your eye as well, just like I did, yes. And we also have some fun colors too. So if you like your rose golds, burgundies, these are really, really nice. I will say overall that this palette is warm, but we do have some fun colors as well. These are duochromes. This one has a shift. Yes, can you see that? So it has a little bit of red, a little bit of green, a little bit of bronze, champagne, brown, everything. And then we have this one here that also has a nice little shift of pink. This one is definitely much more duochrome. But they're all really lovely. I also like that there is multiple textures in this palette, so you can really play around with colors but also textures. Okay, so what are we going to do? First and foremost, I'm going to start off with a blending brush. Now we do want to keep this every day, of course, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this brush right here. I'm going to dip this blending brush into this lovely brown, and I just want you to close your eyes. I'm going to place this into your crease. Okay. Blend, 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 blend. Okay. And one more time. Dipping the brush. And we're gonna go ahead, close your eyes again, and blend, 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 blend. Excellent. Next, using the same brush, I'm going to go into this deeper chocolate brown. Okay. And I'm going to add this color to the outer corner. It's just going to add a bit of smolder. Okay. But since we're using a blending shade, it's not going to be too intense. So again, perfect for work, perfect for every day. No worries, no worries, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of the shade, the champagne, with this sheer brush. Okay, close your eyes, and we're going to just okay, tapping in this color to your mobile lid. This is going to brighten up your eyes, open your eyes a bit, make you look more refreshed and awake. You have to wake up for very early mornings, so this is perfect for you, okay? So, I think we're good in that department, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of this bronze, just a little bit. Right in the center, okay. Just tap, 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 tap. Okay, good. Just for some dimension, when you shift your face left to right, it adds a little pizzazz to your look. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this pencil brush. Okay, it's very precise, very dense. And I'm going back into this chocolatey brown shade. There we go. And I want you to look up a little bit. I'm going to place this in your lower lash line, okay? Good. Not all the way in. Okay, so we're keeping the inner corners quite fresh, okay? Again, bright. We don't want to add anything too dark to the outer corners because that just counteracts that brightened effect that we want to achieve. Okay? And in fact, we can add just a little bit of sparkle to the inner corner. Now, this is optional. You don't have to do this every day, of course. So I'm just going to go ahead and take a little bit of this. It's not as intense as this one here. And I'm just going to place this right into the inner corners, okay? A little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. You're looking stunning, stunning. These colors suit you amazingly. Okay, and of course you can always, switch it up. But overall, this palette is going to always come to your advantage, and you're going to be able to create limitless looks. If you want to switch it up, you can always use this instead of this shade in your crease for more of a corally, reddened, even more so warmer look than using the brown. Okay, which would be amazing for the fall, in my opinion. Okay. Yes, it definitely will make your eyes pop as well. Coral is really good for that. Okay, so I also like to elongate the eye shape if possible. Now, as you can see, I do not do this every day myself. Sometimes just simply for time constraint, just to save me some time. So this is an optional choice, but I do like doing little flicks at the end of my eyes, okay? Just elongating that eye, giving that cat eye effect that is just so lovely on everyone, to be honest. So I'm going to go ahead and take this product here. Okay, this is from NYX. So yes, we are using a mixture of drugstore and also high-end, some luxury, but I feel like you can find dupes for pretty much all of these products. So you can take this as purely inspiration. Okay, but this here is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. Okay, so let's just lift up the cap here. We have a very fine felt tip. Okay, and I am just going to simply do a diagonal line. Okay, right at the end here. So just stay still. Now, I do like your eyes to remain open, okay? Because sometimes when it's closed, it doesn't really give me the best advantage for that perfect line. And sometimes when I apply the flicks with my eyes closed and I open them back up, the line isn't as diagonal as I would like it to be, and then it actually ends up sagging my eyes a bit down, so we don't want that. Okay, so here we go. Just a light flick, keeping my hand nice and steady. I'm going to also apply some to your upper lash line here, just to connect the flick. I personally like a nice thin line, nothing too thick, because it's very easy to go too crazy. Okay, here we go. Good. Excellent. Let me just take a step back and make sure that they are nice and even. Okay. Just add a little more length to this little flick, flick, flick. Perfect. Okay. Now I don't want to close off your eye, so I'm not going to apply any liner to your tight line or waterline, okay? So, of course, we are going to be adding some mascara to your lashes. So I have here this mascara from Essence. This is the volumizing fibers. What the fake? So I really like this one a lot. I also like the wand, the bristle. Okay, so just look up for me, and when I say blink, you blink, okay? Blink, 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 blink. Okay. And your right eye here. Okay. Blink, 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 blink. And let's go ahead and do your lower lashes. Let me just go ahead and just add some more mascara. Okay. Okay, so just stay still. Okay. And on this side. Perfect. Okay. So we are done with mascara. How do you feel so far? Excellent. Okay, so your eyes are done. And now we are going to move on to foundation. So you do want a fuller coverage foundation, correct? Something that is good for your combination skin. So I was thinking about this foundation. This one is from Inglot. It is a HD foundation, so it's also really good for pictures. So it's the perfect cover-up foundation. This comes with a pump. I'm just going to pump this directly onto our beauty blender, okay? Okay. So this is lightly damp, of course. I'm just going to dot this all over your face, and we're just gonna blend. Perfect. Now, I always like to ensure that the blending is looking absolutely amazing. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my flat top kabuki and just make sure that it's blended good. A little bit of stippling. Good. Around the nose here. That's always the tricky part. Okay. So you don't really need any concealer, but I do have this product here. It's kind of a 2-for-1. And this is from Tarte. It's from their Shape Tape collection. This is a little bit different. This is the Glow Wand. So I'm just going to go ahead some of that on the wand here, and I'm just going to apply some underneath your eyes, like so. Underneath your eyes, like so. Okay. Again, for that brightened effect. Down the nose. And I think that's all we're gonna do for this product, as we don't want your skin to be too dewy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that off. And so we got that all set. Now I think we're going to go ahead and set your base. So for setting powder, we're going to use one of the best. This is the Laura Mercier setting powder. And we're going to go ahead and use this hourglass brush. And sweep this under your eyes. Just a sweep, 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 sweep. And sweep, sweep. Sweep, 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 sweep. Okay, a little bit more. Nose, around your cupid's bow, T-zone, of course. Good. Okay. Close that back up. And we're going to add some color to your face. So we are going to start with bronzer. And one of my favorite bronzers, it's kind of bougie, but it's from Madame Chanel. So I'm gonna go ahead and just open up this lid here. Voila. And and take this brush, dip it into our bronzer. This is the Soleil Tan de Chanel. And we're going to apply this to your forehead here and here. Just warming up your cheeks here. Okay. Your jawline. And your other cheek. Good. Excellent. Okay. Let's close this back up. Perfect. Now for actual cheek color, we're going to go ahead and use one of my favorite blush formulas. Okay. We have this Rare Beauty blush. This one is in Joy, and it is a pretty bright orange. Less is definitely more, but I find this to be a beautiful color for the summer. It goes really good with that Chanel bronzer. Okay, so let's just get a little bit. And we're gonna and we have to work with this rather quickly, okay? So I'm just gonna blend it. And actually, the best tool is the fingers, okay? Just warming up the formula. Love that. Okay, so for highlighter, have you heard of this brand? This is Kaleidos. They make a lot of fun duochrome type of highlighters. Very sparkly. And they all have this just beautiful color shift to them. This one is called Diamond Dasher. Love the packaging as well. Let's open this up. Let me just grab a brush. Okay, so this is the beautiful highlighter. This one isn't as intense as some of the other ones in the collection, so I think this is perfect for every day. So just take this little tiny highlighter brush and just highlighting the tops of your cheeks here. Perfect. Okay. Excellent. And down your nose. Cupid's bow. Beautiful. Okay. So your complexion is looking absolutely amazing. I love this beautiful orange blush on you. We have sheared it out quite a bit, so don't you worry, it's not like intense. You're not looking clownish at all. It actually just looks like you've been sunburned a little bit, like you've been on the beach. Okay, so just a few more steps. We're gonna go ahead and do your lips. So we're still going to stay quite neutral. So one of my favorite lipstick formulas is from Charlotte Tilbury. Okay. Love her packaging as well. So here is the lipstick that I chose. This one is in Super Cindy. Okay, so it's a beautiful peachy neutral. And we're going to go ahead and apply this to your lips. Pucker up, please. Okay. I know the scaling has to be tweaked a little bit, but don't you worry, you're not going to have lipstick all over your face. I promise you that. It's all a learning curve, honestly, but I'm so glad that you're here. And you're helping to achieve a wonderful experience as we move on with this journey. Okay, that is stunning, but I always like to add a little bit of gloss. So one of my favorite glosses or gloss formula is the Fenty Beauty. I love our gloss bombs. They're absolutely amazing. Great for layering on top top of your lipsticks, or if we're just simply wearing them alone. Okay, so here we go. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit. Okay, so just pucker up. Excellent. So you are pretty much all set. So we're just going to go ahead and end this entire look with yet another Charlotte Tilbury product. So this is a finishing spray. So this is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Party all night, stay all day. Okay, good. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. Close your eyes, my dear. Good. A little spray here. And a little spray here. And a little spray here. Okay, one more time. Excellent. And you are all set. Yes. You look amazing. Is there any steps that you would do without? Okay. You're scared to create those wings. That's fine. Practice certainly makes perfect, as you know. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And of course, you can take all of these products with you. Okay, now all of these 2D makeup items, they will last you 5 uses. Okay, so you can practice on your routine and really get a feel for each product. Maybe you want to, take out some products that aren't really suiting you well in terms of your everyday routine and switch them with something else. Of course, you can always come back to moi and we can tweak your makeup routine, of course. So we just want you to be happy and feeling beautiful as you already are, or simply just amplifying what is already there. I am so glad that you had a relaxing time. I was honestly worried for a second, but it all worked out in the end. Okay, well, until we meet again. Oh yes, we do have a skincare session as well. We do it all. We do it all. Okay, that sounds amazing. Well, I'll see you soon. Bye. Thanks again, Scentbird, for sponsoring this video. If you guys are looking to try a new fragrance, maybe add a couple to your collection, try Scentbird. Use my code Saraity2 for 55% off your first month at Scentbird. You won't regret it.